this is my boat. She is a Moody 30 built in 1979, and she is beautiful. She still has most of the original styling, all the old wood and that kind of stuff, which I love, and I'm not going to change. And yeah, she's really beautiful. She's strong. She's very, very seaworthy. There's no major issues. A lot of them are just minor stuff, that minor upgrades that I need to do. But otherwise, she's good to go. So I'm planning on leaving the UK in around March, April time in 2021, heading towards Falmouth, and then from Falmouth crossing the Biscay and heading towards the Med. I went on my first ever solo sail a few weeks ago, and it was terrifying. The hardest thing isn't actually sailing. Once you're out on the open water, in my opinion, you're completely fine. There's not really much that can go wrong. But docking and leaving the marina is just so difficult, and I panic so quickly. And there's the space that I'm in, there's boats that are quite close to me on either side, sorry, on my starboard side. So leaving the marina was really difficult. The way I had to do it is I had to untie the stern line, let the wind kind of slowly push me off. Sorry, untie the bow line, let the wind slowly push me off, and then untie the stern line and then just kind of power out. That was fine. I was quite lucky because there wasn't much tide and the wind was on my side. Once I was out in the water, it was really good. The winds were really good, the sea conditions were fantastic. I sailed only under jib because I could get it out and furl it back in on my own. I didn't have to go up and put the mast back into the sail bag. Put the main sail back into the sail bag. And they went really well. I literally headed straight from Gosport Marina down to where the Osborne Bay anchorage is on the north side of the Isle of Wight, and turned around and head back. And that was fine. It was really good. The views are beautiful. The sea was really nice. It was nice and warm. But getting back into the marina, as soon as I got towards like a certain distance, I started to panic, thinking, crap, how the hell am I going to get back in? I looked at a few techniques on how to do it the day before. It consisted of me lassoing the stern line over onto a cleat, and then putting the engine in forward, so the front end just kind of tucks in, then tie off the stern line, go forward, tie the bow line, and then kill the engine. Now my issue is I've tried to do the whole lassoing from the stern line whilst I'm with crew. I can never ever get it on. I always miss. I tried different techniques, I tried like different twisty techniques, and I just can't seem to get it right. So the whole way back from the Osborne Bay to the marina, I was literally just rehearsing my throw, trying to get the loop right, so the loop didn't like twist, so it landed perfectly like straight. And I got it down pretty well by the time I got back. When I pulled it to the marina, my legs were shaking, and I literally did not know what to do. I was having to jog up on the spot and psych myself up because I was so nervous, because these boats, the boats in the marina are like really expensive boats. So then I pulled into where my space was, slowly just kind of edged forward, and then turned. Now my issue is, I turned a little bit too early, but it wasn't too bad. Then as soon as I got alongside, I threw the stern line over, and by luck it didn't miss. Quickly tied it in, locked it off, put the engine in forward. Now bear in mind, my adrenaline is like up here and I'm panicking. I don't know what's going to happen. The front end just isn't going in. So I put a little bit more forward on, and the engine is just, sorry, the boat is just like, the boat is just stuck, like sticking out, but it's not moving any further. So I'm thinking, oh crap, what do I do? So I make sure the stern line's nice and tight, and I jump off the boat. I go and look at the bow, and the bow of the boat is basically just stuck. Reason being, whilst I was so focused on tying the stern line, I tied it so tight, I pulled it in so tight, the boat would not physically, it had no room to move towards the pontoon. So then I had to loosen the stern line off, and then slowly pull in the bow, which the anchor was like millimeters from hitting the pontoon just in front of it, but it was okay, it wasn't too bad. Tied on the stern line, and then I had to do some adjusting here and there, but I didn't sink the boat, and I didn't crash. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a win. A huge swarm of birds have just invaded the marina. I don't know if you can really see them. That is loud and definitely sounds like the world's about to end. You won't believe all of the things she put me through. we have a little veggie fajita station. We have the fajita mix and the guacamole, sour cream, a bit of salad and some tortillas. Let's go. Voila! Look how beautiful it is. It's fucking beautiful. It's pretty beautiful, sorry. I'm gonna try not to swear, because my mum will not be happy with me at all. Oh yes, look at that. Let's get a bit of some of these leafy veggies. I'll put kidney beans in there. This is veggie as well, I didn't put no meat in there. I was going to put some fish in there, but I wasn't too sure. This is peppers, onions, kidney beans, fajita mix, salt, pepper, chili powder, a bit more pepper, a little bit of garlic, which is actually really nice. Chili infused olive oil, which is a flipping lifesaver. What else we got? Yeah, just some basic meats of guacamole, sour cream, some tortillas. Oh god, this is so good. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, and I've been woken up by the sound of dripping. And this hatch is leaking. I've cleaned off a little bit of it, but the hatch is leaking, and it's come down the headliner on this side. That side is dry for some reason. It's come down the headline and it's dripped all over the bed. Fantastic. So yeah, a job to add to the list, but I'll sort that out tomorrow. Now, just fixed. Yeah, fixed. Did not sleep very well last night. As you've probably already seen, my hatch in that the berth was leaking. It was leaking all night, and I kept waking up to. I tried new ways of stuffing towels and stuff in it to try and sort it out, but I couldn't quite get it right. But I got it right after a little bit, like 3 o'clock in the morning. On my list today, so my task for today, is to solve an issue that I've been wanting to do since I first got this boat. With regards to the kitchen area, it's pretty, for the size of the boat, it's actually pretty decent. But the only issue is there's actually no like worktop cooking space. What I end up doing is, and I use the table over here. So what I've done is a kind gentleman just opposite the marina was kind enough to give me this piece of wood that's made to measure, and he's beveled the edges and it's really nice and smooth. That's some really strong marine plywood there. So I'm going to put some shelf supports in these corners here, so this plywood can sit on top. So I'm going to put those in. I've marked all the spots there where the supports are going to go, and I'm going to test fit the ply. And once that's sorted, I'm going to take the ply and put some wood stain on it and varnish it just so it goes with these colours a little bit more. I really hope I did these right. I really hope that I measured these right, because if not, it's going to be fun. Alright, so all the shelf supports are now in. Not gonna lie, I messed up my measurements a little bit. I messed up my measurements. I had to actually re-drill this one, but we move. I'm going to test fit it now and see how it goes. Alright, so the moment of truth. Will it shelf? Oops. Oh, yeah, boy! Sick! A job that I have been putting off for a very long time, and I'm not looking forward to at all. I'm going to be servicing the Jabsco toilet. Once again, complete novice, never done it before, have no knowledge of plumbing. I really don't want to do it. But yeah, I found a bit of a tutorial online on how to change a few of the things, and the pump handle leaks slightly, so it's about time I do this. So my plan of action is to take it apart first, to pump out the water first, try and get as much water out as I can, close the seacocks, take the pump handle and the joker valve apart, see if it actually needs replacing, look at the condition of it, see if I can clean off some of the calcium deposits on the inside, change the valves, possibly change the O-rings if they need changing. If not, I'm going to keep them until they do actually need changing, and then try and put it all back together and see if it doesn't work. I'll see if it works, if I don't break it, hopefully. So yeah, wish me luck. So I've pumped all of this out, I've put some fresh water in there, filled it up twice, pumped it out, closed the seacocks off. There will be some backflow when I take the joker valve off, but there's a little pan here just for to catch all that, and I'll sponge it out later on. So yeah, let's get on with it. A little bit nervous that we move. I don't know if you can hear that, but it is raining so hard outside. That's not for a second I thought, what if that's the backflow? As you can see, it is an absolute bombshell in here, but we're making progress. I've decided that I am changing my name, I'm changing everything. I'm no longer the Nomad sailor, I'm now the Nomad plumber, because I feel like I am more than qualified and have the experience and the drive, and definitely the motivation to go ahead with that kind of profession. So I've got the joker valve out. Here's the old one here. If you can see, it's not, there's no calcium deposits, but it is, see how it's slightly open towards the end? That shouldn't really be the case, as opposed to the new one, which is completely shut. I feel like that's why there's probably a little bit of backflow. So this is the whole pump assembly that I've taken apart. We have valve here. This is the valve that goes underneath the switchy bit. Please mind my my really poor terminology here. This bit here, a O-ring that goes inside the seal, this little rubber washer that goes on top of here, the pump with the plunger on the bottom, handle, and the joker valve. The joker valve, see how there's a little gap in there? You can see some light coming through. That's what's allowing the backflow, or some of the backflow at least, to get through. So that needs to be changed. The seal assembly was leaking, that needs to change. This washer's okay, I can still use this. This O-ring is still okay, I can still use this. The O-ring on the piston is okay, I've had a close inspection, that looks fine. The actual piston itself is okay. This valve is okay. This is not okay. This is quite badly corroded. There's quite a lot of calcium deposits on there, so I'm gonna change that. That's gonna get changed. Joker valve's getting changed. This is getting changed. I have all the spare parts that I need in this servicing kit, and yeah, that's it. And one thing I didn't take into consideration is I should have gone to the toilet before I start this project, because now I need the toilet and it's raining outside and the marine's toilet is really far away. So lesson learned. I wasn't looking forward to doing this at all, but now that I'm actually doing it, it's been quite enjoyable for a few reasons. One, I didn't really know how this toilet worked, and now that I've taken it completely apart, I know exactly how it works, which is really good. Because once things make sense to me, that's it, I've got it, and it's fine, no problem. Secondly, since I was a kid, I've always taken things apart and putting them back together again, and my mum would always get angry at me for taking apart things like pens and furniture. But now I'm actually doing it for something that's beneficial. That's finally all put back together with the new joker valve and the seal at the top there. And what I did is I put some olive oil and warm water in the bowl and flushed it out a few times to get it all lubricated and get it all cleaned out. Sprayed some lemon juice in there This to stop the calcification, or not stop, but to prevent some calcification, and also it smells nice. But yeah, all good. Finally, that took about 3-ish hours, about 3 hours. But it was really good actually. I learned a lot. I learned quite a lot. I know exactly how those things work now. So if I was to ever do that again, I know exactly what to do. Which was the main reason why I'm doing this. So yeah, awesome. Now, today some mistakes were made. I almost blew the boat up. That's the only mistake really. That's it. I only blew the boat up. It's fine. No. Basically, what happened is, I was testing out the new batteries that was given to me by one of the fellow sailors on this marina, and I thought, okay, I'll just put the batteries in, start the engine up, charge them up a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. What ended up happening was I was not paying attention, and I hooked one of the batteries up backwards, which is an absolute rookie level mistake. And what happened is the actual negative terminal, I'll just show you. So I hooked up both batteries, made sure they're on nice and tight, and that's it, finished. I thought, okay, let's test it out, turned it on, and I'm only joking, the boat didn't really blow up, but it did send molten lead flying all over the saloon, which was really scary, and I was terrified to go near any of the electrics for the rest of the day. So I spent the rest of my time literally opening up all of the cupboards and all the lockers, taking everything out, cleaning it, putting it back in and noting what was inside there, before making a start on the engine, where I got a really nasty surprise, but that'll have to wait until the next video.